guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Blue Eye Samurai. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 2 of season 1 of Blue Eye Samurai, and that was quite an introduction. I was very much like, I don't know what I got myself into watching this, because like there's times where I just wanted to stare at it because it's so beautiful and it sounds beautiful, and then you get like some violence, like some bloody violence. We got a lot of nudity, which I was told on Patreon, it's like, oh, hopefully you're not offended by nudity, and I was just like, never, not at all. Do you know me? But I was like, oh, okay, a whorehouse and a big reveal at the end. Lots of peaches, lots and lots of peaches. But anyway, yeah, I felt like the whole time that she was a she, but I get one, hiding her eyes, because obviously if anyone sees her and sees her eyes, they know that she is impure. That breaks my heart, but what I do love is that the sword master kind of compares that to a sword, and that the impurities make it strong. And even though they call them impurities, like, I would say that it's a bonus. I think that, Asian people with blue eyes, stunning. Yes, it's highly unlikely that that would happen. I don't know how genetics works, but I know that, like, I'm a brown-eyed girl with Asian genes, so I feel like brown overrides that a lot. But I will say that also her being a female, see, definitely a male with blue eyes would be killed, would be treated horribly. I assume that death would always be what happens, but they could be enslaved or whatever. But I do feel like being a female with that type of impurity would lead to much more brutal of treatment, because you can already see that women are treated less than in this. Even the princess by her father, the woman with her child outside of the city and not being able to go in there without a male escort. And, I would assume that someone finding out that she is not only a blue eye samurai, but that she is a she, I know how women are treated. And I can't say it on the internet because it will get flagged, but physical advantages would be taken in a very brutal and very, very devastating manner, I'm sure. So that reveal at the end was shocking visually to see, but also I was like, I got my confirmation. But then, I'm so happy that it was Ringo and it wasn't the four fangs that were coming after her, which very much felt like the wraiths in Lord of the Rings. Like, I was like, that's scary. I'm happy that it was Ringo. And I love how the episode ended with just peaches. I love that. I love Ringo. He is adorable. He is wonderful. He is sweet. I feel like life has treated him poorly. I'm not sure what happened. I hope we get a backstory as to what happened to him. I don't know if he was born that way or if it happened in an accident or however, but he seems like he's very pure of heart, and it's really funny that we talk about impurities. When you have a pure person inside of you, and who you are projecting out into the world, I think that is a beautiful thing. And I love Ringo with all of my heart after one episode. I hope he's not horrible and he turns out to be a complete a-hole. But I adore Ringo. And we didn't get a lot of names of characters. Like, I don't know what the samurai's name is, but we got Taigen, who I'm not really a fan of from when he was a child, and him being with the princess. Now, somebody did mention that it's like very common for like men to relax with other women. Again, I might be too modern of a woman to just accept that. I'd be like, no, that's not a thing. That's not going to happen. But in this time and place, 100%, that was probably the norm. So I don't know if he was necessarily cheating on her, but he was enjoying the company of other women. But then to find out that he was the bully that treated the samurai that way growing up, he shouldn't have called her a dog. And I guess having your hair chopped off is they all turn their backs to him after that. It's not just a loss, but I feel like it's a disgrace. And I don't know if he can grow that back and then be welcomed into their graces, but I feel like that changed his life dramatically. So I assume revenge is on Tigan's mind. It seems like a lot of people are kind of going through things. Like maybe Tigan is insecure about not being wealthy, and all he had was a candy to give to the princess, and she gave him a gold comb. But then even she was sitting there looking at pictures of like geisha with like their teeth blacked out. So like even she's not happy about how she looks. And I'm very curious, because I don't think that both of them are innately bad people. Like I don't think the princess is a bad person at all. Her father is kind of not that great. And I don't know if Tigan is necessarily that bad of a person either, because he seemed genuinely happy that the engagement went through. Now, when he was talking to the guys, he was just like, "Oh, I get to marry the princess, and like, and she's beautiful," or something like that. So it seemed like he was mildly happy about it. I don't know if he really wants marriage. I don't know really if he does love her, but I hope that that's the case, because I'd hate for him to just be an absolutely horrible person. Now, what's his face? I already forgot who it was, but the guy in the beginning that was treating the women horribly and was like, "We need to fatten you up because we want men to like you because you're going to be whores or something." Him taking daughters everywhere he visits, not great. But I feel like having 4 fingers cut off was fantastic. Now, I know the samurai is searching for Heiji Shindo, and he is associated with him. And I think at the end we saw him. So I figure he's the big bad. He's the person we're going after, but also the 4 white men that had their way with women and fathered, well, I guess it didn't father, gave seed for a baby to grow that they had no intention of taking care of. I love that our samurai is going after those men, and I know that Heiji Shindo is probably the key to get to those men. It's really interesting that there's 4 white men and then there's the 4 fangs. I don't know if that's just a coincidence that it's 4 and 4, or if those men are actually the fangs, because fangs are white. I don't know. I try to like piece things together that might not have anything to do with each other, but I'm like, I got an idea. And when it doesn't pan out, it's fine. Sometimes I'm on the money and sometimes I am so far off, like that it's just, I'll throw a dart and it'll get so close to the bullseye, and then I'll throw another one and it'll be 3 feet over into the drywall. So here we go. So I'm really enjoying the music, the violence, the art of this, kind of like the sword being made out of meteorite, and like how the meteor landed just in time to save our samurai, and then he had the sword made out of it, and like it seems like the sword is like going to be a big part of the story, but like her story in particular. And I love the flashbacks that we get of the swordsmith, and I want more of that. I think George Takei is playing Seki, who is kind of like the princess's, I don't know what he is, a butler? I'm not sure. I didn't even recognize his voice, and that's how good voice acting is sometimes, that when you can't pick up that somebody in particular is doing a voice, that's amazing, because George Takei has a very like I can hear him. Oh my, like I can hear it. And I grew up watching Star Trek, so I know his voice very, very well. And I didn't even pick it up. Had no clue. Randall Park, now that I know, I think I'm not going to be able to unhear Randall Park. But I didn't pick it up the first time I watched it. So I'm really loving the voice work, the animation, the music, all of it combined. I'm really excited to get the rest of the story. And of course, our lovable, just fluffy teddy bear that is Ringo. He brings me joy. Okay, guys, I'm super excited to watch this episode, so let's get into it.
The last of it. Who knew one man could bleed so much?
You're better at cleaning than cooking. When does your son get back?
Oh, see how important he is? You jerk face. Things. Yeah. Definitely not the white men. I take it back.
A samurai came through here. Tell me what you know.
Shut up. We're trying to eat.
Oh. Nuh-uh. That's the way you talk when people that look like that walk through the door? No, like he just got done cleaning. You're gonna want to just light a match and burn it to the ground. Tell him what you know.
He was here 2 days ago. He spilled blood everywhere. Which is fine. Then he left. And he took my son.
He didn't take your son. Your son ran. Now they're gonna be after Ringo. Oh. Taking that music. Oh, all of the music. It's just the best. Here he comes. Come on, girl. He needs somebody. You need somebody. Ah!
You move quietly for someone so large.
Didn't he?
I'm naturally stealthy.
She called him a typhoon last time.
I'd never tell your secret, not ever. Not if someone bit off my skin, or even if they made me eat eggplant. I never, ever, ever, ever tell anyone that you're a girl.
Oh, I believe him, though.
If I see you again, I will kill you and never think of you again.
I doubt that. Please.
Hey, where's your pass?
Right here. Travel pass for 2. Just us 2 boys. Heading to my buckwheat dealer. Fresh shipment from Horokanai. The best. Come on, you. My apprentice. He's a big thing.
Yay! I love it. I love Ringo. Thank you for that, sir. Why do you keep leaving him behind? Oh, or in front of you.
Useful. I told you.
I am owed my revenge and I will have it at any cost.
I love revenge.
Oh, he said that so nicely, too.
I can train and I can help you. I'm already the greatest in the world at one thing. What's one more?
Oh, what a lovely logic.
Noodles is not war.
It's still important.
My whole life has been a battle.
I'm an apprentice.
I
When are we
adore
gonna get
him.
revenge?
I need a boat.
Ooh, a revenge boat.
He just adds to this show so much. It would be so heavy. I'm so happy we have him. He's wonderful.
The cut is so clean. A masterful cut.
You can't kill yourself over a brawl with some monster. Did he officially challenge you? Victory cannot come from dishonor. Therefore, you never lost. If
Wow.
he challenged you, he'd be dead.
Akemi's a good girlfriend, fiance. Yeah, you're one lucky dude.
You unsheath your magnificent sword.
Are you sure?
Yeah, okay.
He lunges at you, but his sword is no match for yours. You strike with your blade.
It's a way to make a connection.
You feel the hot spray of blood. Glory!
Well, that was hot. I don't know what we could have shown of that, so Xander, good luck.
I must find him, challenge him, and kill him.
But we're supposed to marry. You can't leave. But what if he kills you this time?
Yeah, it's not something you should have said, but also, it's just like, she just did that for you. Might want to hang out for a hot second and get married.
I wonder if I'll get seasick. I get nauseous in the bath if I slosh too much.
You're definitely gonna get sick on a boat. Oh, he's got
Naturally
hooks.
stealthy.
You don't have to be here.
And miss you killing Shindo?
By sea, I can be there before dawn and kill him by sunrise.
Well,
Revenge.
what happened here? No guard in the tower. I don't like it. Oh, he's just drunk.
Where did your town go?
Oh. Why is everybody in the middle but not... Oh, is it a festival or something? Outdoor sumo wrestling seems cold, but also it was children.
Sorry, stealthy.
You do that a lot. Your foot.
Oh, so she can tell where he is?
You should stay here and have fun. For as long as you want. Forever, even. There's no shame in making a home here.
An apprentice would never leave his master's side. Just a little fun. Then tomorrow...
He's so loyal.
Whoa!
I love Ringo. How would he know that that's their footprints? He can track them, but not the four fangs. Yeah.
You're cut. You did leave me a trail.
Let him through. Let him through.
Okay, he's special. Okay, well, I guess the white fangs weren't far behind. It's a cool little symbol that they have on their backs. They're so terrifying.
Take arms! Lock the gate!
And the people on the bridge? Come on! Dang! Whew.
Our surprise for the Shogun is almost ready. After that, you'll be free to go anywhere you like. Anytime you like.
Really? Oh.
After all these years, you've mastered the brush.
Jeez.
I hear that I have time for painting. If I have time to paint, something is wrong.
I'd have liked that in my room.
Whoa! I didn't realize it was based off of something that was actually in the room. My god. Oh, he's horrible. Oh. Great animation. That seems so cold. Oh.
Take all I have. Please. I must have a sword made by your hand. My father. He was killed by a drunk Ronin who cut my father down for splashing him with his cart. This Ronin is a drunk. He will kill me. I know this. But with a sword from you, Master, I can take his life as he takes mine. And die avenged.
Wow. That's quite a plan. Is she gonna do something about it?
He's hiding something.
Interesting.
His tail is moving. Perhaps we can help him die with honor. Light the fire. You take up the hammer.
All right.
Your fire is in this edge, Mizu.
Mizu. Her name's Mizu?
Your breath is late. Like so. Come on then, boy. Your foot announces your thoughts.
The laugh was inappropriate.
You're soft for a boy. Mixed breeds are all weak stock.
Oh, that's where she knew she had to bind herself. Oh.
What color?
The summer sun just touched the horizon.
Is that why samurai swords bend? Because that's how it cools? Oh! It's broken at the end.
The fault is mine.
Thank you.
I believed your story. This is not the hand of a bookbinder. This hand has taken many lives. An assassin's hand.
They call me blood-soaked Chiaki, the assassin who carries Master Eiji's broken blade.
Horrible man. Horrible man. I thought for a second that guy was part of the Four Fangs. Maybe he still is. I don't know. Whew. She's so fierce. And why is she hanging upside down? What's happening here? Or a handstand? Oh. Okay. Now, was that really necessary? I'm such a tree hugger at heart. I am not okay with this. Just all the destruction that she leaves. All these trees do not deserve this. Wow. Same thing. Didn't cut it all the way through. Wow. Hey, pretty lady. Oh. My grandmother gave me a kimono. I don't even know how to put it on, but I wish I looked that cool if I did. What's happening?
She's as you promised. Bit old, but many good years left.
Oh yes, very fertile. And of course her purity strictly guarded.
How fortuitous for you. Lord Miyabi's daughter turned out to be so ugly.
The Tokunobu clan was not my first choice for an alliance by marriage.
So they're just throwing out the engagement to Taigen?
And know how Guro said, to blacken your teeth like a proper bride. The master prefers black pearls to white.
It is the best option for you.
I won't do it.
You do not try to change my mind this time. You are not the hero of this family story.
She's gonna run away. This poor girl. This poor girl. Like those two women with their teeth like that and their eyes painted that way. I mean, I know she was probably seeing it because she's afraid, but still. Yeah, girl, just run away.
Seki, I'm seeing the Silk Man. He just got his new shipment.
I adore his silks. I'll ride with you.
Yep. You're not getting rid of him.
Add my trunk with hers.
I'm glad that
Now
she
get
has
in
him.
and shut the door. If we're running away, let's at least do it warm.
I love that both of these women have these companions. And you are useful, Ringo. You're very useful. What is up with the thing on his head, though? Why does he have that? That sound design is beautiful.
Whoever gets them, their fondest wish comes true.
Ooh, magic sticks.
Don't even think about it. Mine. I'm getting a wish this year. A new husband.
What's wrong with the old one?
Noodles.
Oh! It's he could probably be a sumo wrestler if he wanted.
How are your noodles? Anything great?
Second best in town.
It looks good. I love a good ramen. Are you gonna tell him how to fix it?
This is incredible.
Second
balance
best.
of the noodle, the balance of flavor, and your spices.
Thanks. Hardly get any compliments since Renji surpassed me.
His are better than this?
Yeah, I knew he's gonna go find that.
Transcendent. I never imagined such flavor was even possible.
Oh, I love you, Ringo. He's like, I'm making soup over here. I don't know.
Compared to these, my noodles are like worms.
You can
Slimy
still
noodles from a
learn.
Scummy pond.
If you love my noodles so much, want a job? Dishes are piling up. I'll teach you.
Yes, learn.
Stay here.
You got somewhere better to be?
Oh, kiddo. That's the thing. There's always something to learn. He could always get better. Why was it a blonde version of herself?
Tomorrow, he dies.
I don't know. I have a feeling that Taigen's gonna find you.
No drums. Maybe I'll just go look at the fun.
Oh, thank God that happened. Oh, the fangs found her first.
I have a name.
No one will ever know it.
I was looking for a broken blade. I swear that that's the same guy. The fight's gonna be to this drum beat. Oh! Oh! Oh, everyone's just naked. Okay. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. Go get him. So many penises. Good luck editing all this, Xander. I glad you're doing it, not me. Hanging off the edge. Oh. She's bold. She's so bold. Naked! I love that for that town. Kind of forces to fight one at a time because, like, they don't have enough room to gang up on her. This is wild. This is so wild. Go for it, Ringo! Can you swim without hands? He's proven that he can do so much without hands. I don't know why I doubt his ability to swim. Oh, that's wild! That's so cool!
We come scorched by ire and affliction.
Well, 3 things.
Make your wish now.
I wish to be great at something.
Oh, you're wonderful at everything. 2 things. Imagine how many people drown trying to get those. Oh, I don't want anything to happen to Ringo. Oh. Shut up. Phenomenal. This is phenomenal. Ringo with your teeth? Oh, I'm so happy for him. Oh my God, this is... Oh! How do you survive that? Obviously she does, but still. Yeah.
You may actually deserve my true blade.
This is a broken one. I knew it was the same guy. Wow. That is stunning! Oh, the sound design is wonderful. Between the waves and the blades, the footsteps. Girl. Girl. What a fucking move.
Goodbye, blood-soaked jockey.
Wow. Flame still has not been lit. Taigen, there's no honor in killing somebody who's wounded so badly. It's not even a fight.
I am owed my honor.
Then take it.
Okay. It's nothing honorable to kill that way. You know it. It has to be a fight. Ah! Jerks. I by no means think that he just killed her. One, because she is the Blue Eye Samurai, and two, he knows there's no honor in that. Okay, so absolutely wonderful second episode. Okay, anytime we have heavy Ringo action, it's going to be amazing. But one, Mizu, we got the name finally, and then her having this interaction with blood-soaked Chaiken? Are you guys here for me to pronounce things correctly? Because you're in the wrong place. So, the big guy from the Four Fangs, the one fang that was left over. Yeah, I figured that was him, but I was like, God, I don't want to be wrong and say it out loud and feel stupid. But here's the thing. Sometimes I'm on the bullseye and sometimes I'm off to the left. This one, bullseye. I'll take it. Now, I feel bad for Taigen in the sense that he probably is a really good samurai. If he didn't make it personal, she wouldn't have cut off his ponytail. She would have just walked away because she could have taken revenge and killed him about how she was treated as a child, and she didn't. You know, she showed mercy, and then she showed mercy yet again, but with a nice side of humility. Definitely wanted him to have to live with that. I don't know if there's any teaching in that. It seemed like he didn't really get anything from that other than just that he almost needed to end his life. Now, Akemi, that was quite a way to make him feel better. Cool. But now she is also going to be considered impure. Her father's still trying to marry her off to the shogun's son, which I don't think either one of those men that were sitting in front of her was a shogun. Did he say my son or the shogun's son? We have to go back and rewatch that. But it seems like the shogun does not have a good reputation, that he's a tyrant. And I know that Seki said all men are, and obviously that's not true because we've seen Ringo, we've seen the swordsman or the swordmaster, and, you know, we've seen Seki himself, you know, that there are good men out there, that they're not all like that. But definitely I felt bad for her, but her waiting for Taigen to come back or wanting to still be engaged to Taigen, like he chose to go get revenge rather than stay and marry you. So, you know, his honor, I get restoring honor. I do hate the whole honor thing because a lot of people don't really know what honor is. You know, he had every intention of being cocky, and when the challenge happened back at the dojo, you know, he merely lost, but instead of someone taking his life, they left him alive so he could feel humiliated, and he thinks that there is honor in somehow getting rid of that humiliation. No. Now again, there's no honor in killing somebody who's like passed out, injured. I don't know what happens from there. Does he like help her get healthy so then they can have another challenge? Or I don't think friendship is in the cards. I don't even think like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happens from there. Because the only thing I can think of is like, let's get you healthy so I can kill you. Ringo getting the stick. Happy for him, proud of him, but I felt so bad for him because he's known in his town. Like when the White Fangs showed up, or just before, they were just like, where's your son? He's the one that made the best soup. So he does have a reputation of being a great soup maker. Well, I guess noodles. There's lots of noodles and lots of nudes in this episode. Am I right? But him going to the second best noodle maker in town and him being blown away and then going to the best noodle maker in town and the noodle maker just being like, whatever, man, I just make soup. You want a job? I don't know if they're going to stay in this town. And I think now her being injured, they may have to. Again, I don't know what we're going to see with Ringo and Taigen. Normally I'm really good at like kind of figuring out where stories are going, and I'm just like, ooh, I have no idea what the next step is now. Ringo getting a job and learning to make noodles, like he wants to be the best at something. I already think like it's just because you become a master at your craft doesn't mean that you no longer have anything to learn. And I say that as like being somebody who's in dentistry and we have to continue taking continuing ed classes, and like there's always something new to learn. There's a new way, there's a new product, there's a new whatever handpiece, or there's this new thing or this new type of restoration or this type of technology that's going to help you do better. And as long as you're constantly evolving and learning, then you're always going to be a master at your craft. But just thinking a master is always being the best at something and knowing everything, I would dare to say that Ringo is a master at making soup, and he's very stealthy, very, very stealthy, and him having to learn to be quiet because of his father, breaks my heart. Motorcycle. Okay. Him being a master at soup making, like he is already good. And I learned from those people. That's how you become the best, or that's how you become even better than you previously were. Imagine showing back up at his father's soup shop and being able to make even better noodles, like really putting his father to shame, Ringo going out and learning how to make the most amazing soup in the world and returning is kind of like a mic drop, personally. I don't think he should ever go back, though. I mildly felt bad for his father having to clean up all the blood and then the Four Fangs adding more blood, but the way he treated Ringo, meh. So I thought we were going to have like the Four Fangs hanging out for a really long time. She disposed of them quite quickly, quite easily. Taigen being there and distracting her, that really kind of pisses me off because I feel like that would have been an insanely clean victory. Her throwing the sword behind her, I thought maybe she would just like raise it up and he'd run into it. I didn't really think. Yeah, the way that happened was beautiful. The animation in the whole fight scenes, along with the drums and like the sound design of like them like with the swords, even like cutting through the air, being unsheathed, the footsteps, the water. Like when we're in the quiet and they have like the lightest like little hit of snow happening, it's like you can't hear like Ringo walking, but you can hear the snow hitting the ground. And then she runs into him. It's just like they're so great with the sound design on this. They're really the animation in this is absolutely stunning, and in certain aspects I think Akemi coming out of the water and like having like the makeup kind of running down her face and everything, like, or not the water, the makeup running down her face, like I thought was really beautiful. What they were doing with the two women with the black teeth and all of that, when both Taigen and Mizu kind of go into their mind a little bit, and him seeing this big demon that he's taking a hit at, and those animation styles, like when she's going into her mind and it's all white in the background and the trees are all demons and, she's just disposing of them left and right. And why both of them can't cut cleanly through their demon, I don't know if that means that there's something that's weighing on them and that they're not, I don't know, maybe they need to think about it, because then finally after she was doing her handstand, one handstand, Like she was really clear and she was able to cut right through it. So I think Taigen also has a block. I don't know. I have no idea where this is going, but I know definitely he did not kill her in that last scene, and that the start of the next episode, I'm going to just be guessing as to where it goes. But guys, if you want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Did you expect the Four Fangs to hang out a lot longer? Because I know I did. Oh, now you know what I forgot to actually talk about was Shinji Heiji Shindo? Oh my god. I need to write it down and have it in front of me so I can remember what's what. But the Irish-Scottish white man that was there in the painting, and then it actually being live in front of him and he was painting it from a subject, like, that's disgusting. He seems horrible. But they have a plan for the Shogun, for the white man to be able to walk around and just be free. And I need more of that plan. But yeah. The Four Fangs being disposed of was, that was quick, that was nuts. I'm sure everybody can agree that Ringo is just the best. Oh, I want the best for him. I love him. I adore him. I want more of him. If they had a show that was like Ringo's Adventures, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch all of that. I really appreciate that they're not shying away from actually drawing nudity in animation. I think it's unexpected for me because I don't watch a lot of adult animation, especially ones that actually show full frontal, and maybe that is something that happens in anime and I don't really know about it. But like I feel like it's beautiful. I've never seen that many penises in animation in my life, so cool. Lots of wangs everywhere. Bouncing around. And I didn't say it out loud, but all I could think of was instant shrinkage. They're like, give me that stick. And then everybody's just flat as a pancake. It's horrible. But guys, come back here for the next episode. I'm really curious to see where this is going because I like Taigen as a character now. It's not that I like want what's best for him, but like now, like there's depth there. He's not just an asshole. Like he's got a little bit more heftiness to his character. And I'm interested to see what Akemi and Seki are doing. Him helping her run away is, I think, just the absolute sweetest thing in the world. I think that might be a death sentence for him though, going against her father. I don't know if that's considered kidnapping or if, there is shame associated with that, but I hope they never get caught. I hope she never sees her father again. And, obviously I want to see how this plays out at the end of the episode for Mizu and Taigen, because I don't think he killed her. There's no honor in that. But where it goes from there, fucking beyond me. And I love every time we get a scene with a swordsmith, because like we just kind of like learn a little bit more about like honor and purity and like putting your soul into a sword. Like it's fascinating and it's beautiful. It really is. I'm excited to get into the next episode. So guys, come back here for that. And in the meantime, I'll see ya.